It was a calm and quiet morning. The sun had just begun to rise, casting golden rays over the trees and fields. In the shade of a large tree, Gautam Buddha sat cross-legged, his eyes half closed, surrounded by a small group of followers. The birds chirped softly in the background, and the air felt light as if nature itself was listening to his words. Buddha was teaching his disciples about the power of inner peace, the importance of letting go, and the art of living without attachment. His voice was gentle and steady, like a stream flowing over smooth stones. But not far away, someone else was listening, someone who was not at peace. A man stood among the gathering, his arms crossed tightly over his chest, his brows furrowed. His heart was filled with anger, not because of anything Buddha had done to him, but because he couldn't understand how someone could be so calm, so unaffected by the world. To him, Buddha's teachings were foolish, too idealistic, too soft for the real world. "I've had enough of this nonsense," he muttered to himself. He stepped forward and shouted, interrupting the quiet gathering. "You!" He pointed at Buddha. "You sit here like a saint, telling people to give up desire, to give up ambition, to live in peace. What use is peace in a world like this?" Everyone turned to look at the man. The disciples were startled, unsure of what would happen next. The man's voice grew louder, filled with anger and frustration. "You are a fraud," he continued. "You tell people to leave everything behind, to become beggars, to do nothing. You are ruining lives." He began to hurl insults, one after another. Words meant to provoke, to hurt, to disturb. But Buddha sat silently. Not a wrinkle of anger appeared on his face. Not a single word left his mouth. He simply looked at the man with the same calm gaze, the same gentle presence. His silence was not weakness. It was powerful. It was complete. The man kept going, but after some time his voice began to waver. His breathing grew heavy, and eventually, exhausted by his own rage, he paused. The crowd remained quiet, waiting for the Buddha's response. Buddha slowly opened his eyes and spoke softly. "May I ask you a question?" The man, taken aback, said stiffly, "Oh, go ahead." Buddha asked, "If someone offers you a gift, and you choose not to accept it, who does the gift belong to?" The man frowned, unsure where this was going. He replied, "Well, if I don't accept the gift, it stays with the person who offered it." Buddha smiled gently and said, "In the same way, I do not accept your anger. I do not accept your insults, so they remain with you." The man froze. In that single moment, something shifted inside him. He looked into Buddha's eyes, and instead of judgment, he saw compassion. He had come expecting resistance, a verbal battle, or at least a reaction. But what he found was peace. True peace. His anger, so heavy just a moment ago, began to melt away. He dropped to his knees and whispered, I am sorry. I didn't understand." Buddha reached out and touched his shoulder, saying, "There is nothing to forgive, but now that you understand, you have a choice just as you chose anger. You can now choose peace." The man nodded, his eyes wet with silent tears. For the first time in years, his heart felt light. This story reminds us of a powerful truth. When someone throws negativity at you, anger, hatred, jealousy, you always have a choice. You can catch it, hold it, let it poison your peace. Or you can simply not accept it, let it pass by you, let it return to where it came from. Because what we accept becomes ours, and what we let go of cannot touch us. Buddha did not defeat the man with words. He transformed him with silence, with presence, and with peace.